Ever feel like you're caught in a hurricane of notifications, deadlines, and endless to-do? Like modern life is a treadmill you can't get off. What if I told you that a Roman emperor, who lived almost 2,000 years ago, had the ultimate cheat codes for not just surviving, but thriving in our chaotic world? I'm talking about Marcus Aurelius. He was the most powerful man on earth, leading an empire, commanding armies, and dealing with plagues and political drama. Yet, in his private journal, known today as Meditations, he wasn't bragging about his conquests. He was wrestling with the same things we do: anxiety, frustration, finding meaning, and dealing with difficult people. His ancient wisdom is shockingly relevant, and today we're going to unpack his most powerful lessons that you probably never learned in school. Let's start with a big one: the illusion of control. Think about your day so far. How much of it was spent worrying about things you can't change? The traffic, what your boss thinks, a comment someone left online. Marcus Aurelius would call this a waste of energy. He taught a simple but profound idea called the dichotomy of control. Basically, life is split into two categories: things you can control and things you can't. What can you control? Your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your reactions. That's it. What can't you control? Pretty much everything else. The weather, the economy, other people's opinions, whether your favorite team wins. The secret to peace, he said, isn't to control the world, but to control your response to it. Imagine you're stuck in a massive traffic jam. You have two choices. You can honk, swear, and let your blood pressure skyrocket. Or you can accept the situation. You can't magically clear the road, but you can control your reaction. You can listen to a podcast, call a friend, or just enjoy a moment of stillness. The traffic jam is the same, but your experience of it is completely different. This isn't about being passive. It's about being strategic with your energy. Focus your power where it actually matters, on your own choices. Next up, how to deal with annoying people. We all have them in our lives. The coworker who takes credit for your work. The relative who always criticizes you. Marcus had a brilliant morning routine. He'd wake up and tell himself, "Today I will meet with people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and Sounds depressing, right? But here's the genius part. He wasn't being negative. He was preparing himself. He knew he couldn't change them, but he could change how he saw them. He reminded himself that these people act this way out of ignorance. They don't know what's truly good or bad. He saw them not as enemies, but as fellow humans who are a bit lost. This perspective doesn't excuse their behavior, but it stops their negativity from infecting you. It's like wearing emotional armor. When that annoying person says something, you don't take it personally. You see it for what it is. Their issue, not yours. You can respond with kindness or with firm boundaries, but you won't be dragged into their drama. Your inner peace becomes unshakable. Now, let's talk about something we all chase. Happiness. We think we'll be happy when we get the promotion, buy the house, or reach a certain number of followers. Marcus Aurelius would say we're looking in all the wrong places. He believed that happiness is an inside job. It comes from living a life of virtue, of purpose, and of reason. He wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Think about that. The source of joy isn't out there in the world, waiting to be found. It's already inside you. It's in the satisfaction of doing good work, in being a good friend, in facing challenges with courage, and in finding gratitude for what you already have. This brings us to a powerful practice. Memento mori, or remember you will die. Okay, stick with me here. This isn't meant to be grim. It's actually the ultimate motivator. The constant awareness that our time is limited is what gives life its meaning and urgency. How many times have you put something off until tomorrow? Learning that instrument, starting that project, telling someone you love them. Remembering that life is finite cuts through all the procrastination and trivial distractions. It forces you to ask the big question. Am I spending my precious time on what truly matters? This isn't about creating anxiety. It's about creating priority. When you live with the end in mind, you make better choices in the present. You stop sweating the small stuff and start focusing on building a life you'll be proud of. It's the ultimate life hack for living with intention. And what about failure and setbacks? Modern life feels like a constant pressure to be perfect. One mistake can feel like the end of the world. Marcus had a different view. He saw obstacles, not as roadblocks, but as the path itself. He famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is a game changer. Let's say you're trying to start a new business, and your first product launch is a total flop. The obstacle is the failed launch. The typical reaction is despair. But a Stoic sees this differently. The failure is not the end. It's new information. It's a lesson. The obstacle, the flop, shows you the way forward. Maybe you need to change your marketing, improve the product, or pivot your idea. The problem itself contains the solution. This mindset transforms you from a victim of circumstances into an alchemist who can turn any challenge into an opportunity for growth. Every rejection, every mistake, every unexpected problem becomes fuel for your fire. It builds resilience that is almost unbreakable. You start to welcome challenges because you know they are what make you stronger, smarter, and better. Finally, let's touch on the noise of modern media and opinion. We are constantly bombarded with what we should think, how we should feel, and who we should be. It's exhausting. Marcus Aurelius spent his life in the public eye, subjected to gossip and criticism. His advice: cultivate a strong inner citadel. Your inner citadel is your mind, your core principles, your fortress of peace that no outside opinion can penetrate. You build it by questioning your own impressions. When you hear a piece of news or a juicy bit of gossip, don't just accept it. Ask yourself, is this true? Is it helpful? Is it within my control? Most of the time, the answer is no. He advised to be ruthless in cutting out the noise. This applies to thoughts, conversations, and the content we consume. Ask yourself, is this necessary? By focusing only on what is essential, you reclaim your mental energy and clarity. You become the gatekeeper of your own mind, choosing what you let in and what you keep out. In a world screaming for your attention, the most powerful act of rebellion is to choose silence and focus on your own inner world. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by the chaos of the 21st century, remember the old emperor. Focus on what you can control. Prepare for difficult people with understanding. Find happiness within. Remember that your time is precious, and see every obstacle as an opportunity. These aren't just ancient philosophies. They are practical, timeless tools for living a good life. They are the lessons you were never taught, but the ones you need the most. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more wisdom on navigating the modern world. Let me know in the comments which of these lessons you're going to try first. See you in the next video.